Was 7-Eleven. My son does everything for me. I will stay in my bed all day if Dill is not here, only because I can't lift my legs. They're real heavy, so I can't put them up on the footstool by myself, and they need to be elevated. Getting dressed is difficult. Dylan helps me get dressed every time. I can't even put my own undies on because I can't bend over to step my feet into them. I don't bend over and try to put them on myself because I'm afraid I'll lose my balance and fall. It is hard to shower. Half the time I end up washing my hair in the kitchen sink. The Guinness World Record holder of heaviest woman living. The last time I weighed was probably about 4 months ago, and I weighed about 660. My heaviest was 7-Eleven. My son does everything for me. I will stay in my bed all day if Dill is not here, only because I can't lift my legs. They're real heavy, so I can't put them up on the footstool by myself, and they need to be elevated. Getting dressed is difficult. Dylan helps me get dressed every time. I can't even put my own undies on because I can't bend over to step my feet into them. I don't bend over and try to put them on myself because I'm afraid I'll lose my balance and fall. It is hard to shower. Half the time I end up washing my hair in the kitchen sink. Just got up. This is my breakfast. A bowl of cereal is over here. Then I have a turkey TV dinner right there. And then I have 2 yogurts right there. I have apple juice to drink. I'm addicted to food. I have tried 100 different diets. I'm a compulsive overeater because even after I've eaten and I'm full, I'm physically not hungry, I'm still reaching for my table for something else. Oh, Lordy. Phil's gonna say you're using too much sour cream and too much butter, and you guys are witnessing it all, so I can't even try to lie about it. Dill, where are you, honey? Food is comforting. I love food. I love the smell, the taste, the texture. I have a cup of chocolate milk because it will keep me from having heartburn. Well, it won't keep me from it, but I love chocolate milk. Sometimes I wish my addiction was drugs or alcohol, because then at least I could quit it cold turkey, you know? And food, you can't quit cold turkey. You have to eat to live. Oh, goodness. My worst nightmare would be immobility, for sure. Being stuck in bed or having to use a bedpan. I don't even want to think about where I would be in 5 years if I don't lose the weight. It could be bad. It could be immobile, or it could be dead. Not waking up is my biggest fear, because I want to be there for my kid, and I want to be here for me.
I'm going to look at the progression for a minute, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about this. These are your pictures as a baby. That just as a newborn, and then you probably look to be, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old here. And so, I mean, you look like any other child right there. When you were 13, you were 220 pounds.
Yep.
Okay, now at that point, you're about double size. It doesn't stick out so much there, but at 13, you should be weighing, I don't know, 90, 100, 110, something like that. And you're 220 at that point. What happened between 5 and 13 that caused you to basically double up in size?
I don't know. My parents got divorced. I don't know if that could have been part of it, but I really don't feel like in my mind that I know that a certain event happened. Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
And I'm not fishing for something, because I don't know either. I'm just trying to see what you know, because, and to an extent, I want to figure this out. But I only am interested in the why as to the degree that it affects the how and the what. How do we fix it and what do we do? And by the way, we are going to fix it.
Thank you.
So you're in the right place for that, girl. Let me assure you for sure. But at 13, you're about double. All right, at 15, you weigh 250. Okay, at 17, 270. At 19, 290. Okay, and at 25, you're up to 350 pounds. So you've been moving, 20 pounds a year, 10, 15, 20 pounds a year. But at 29, you weigh 400, and you're 4 months pregnant here. But at 30, you've had the baby, but you're 450. So you gained your pregnancy weight and then put weight on top of that as well. At 32, you've jumped to 500 pounds. 38, 600, 47, 675, and now you're 48, and you weigh close to 700 pounds. So I noticed in all of that progression, not one time ever was there a decline in weight. It always went up. And you say you've tried everything in the world, you've tried every diet, you've made every resolve, I'm going to do this, I'm going to fix this. But not one time, at least in those choice points that we had pictures to support, did you ever decrease. What do you make of that?
Maybe I just did.
So let's take a look at that conversation.
Morning.
Dylan, Dr. Phil, how you doing?
Good.
Good to meet you. First off, do you think she's serious about wanting to lose this weight?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because she talks about pain that she has in her knees all the time and how hard it is to move around.
Because there's a point at which it can kind of be a handy excuse for not being real productive. Kind of like, I'm disabled here by my weight, so you can't really expect me to do anything. So it's just kind of a free pass. You just get to kind of ride along in life.
Yeah.
You think that's a possibility as a factor here with her?
Yeah.
And how about with you?
I know that I kind of take over the same eating habits as her. Like, I know I have sometimes a bigger appetite than her, but I'm trying to not eat that much either.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm bringing that up?
Because I might be following in her same footsteps.
Well, you're not going to. I'm very proud that you have made such sacrifice for your mother. But there's a point at which helping someone can shift into enabling someone, making it actually easier for them to stay sick. But if we're going to be completely honest here, you're kind of a prisoner, aren't you? I mean, this is a 365-day-a-year job.
Yeah.
That's not fair to you. I'm not trying to be mean to your mother at all. I want to help her. I want to get her to be more independent. Do you want to get yourself in shape?
Yeah.
Do you want to see her get in shape?
Yes.
What would it mean to you if the two of you could get on bicycles and ride down the street?
A lot, because the only thing I remember doing with her is that she used to be able to walk around the store a lot, and now she can't even barely walk from the bathroom back to her bed or the couch without getting out of breath and being able to stand up.
And you're 18 years old. This is the time to stop this right now. Right her way, take a look.
Pauline and I met online. We had been emailing for a long time, and I wanted to know what she looked like. She told me, I need you to know that I weigh 400 pounds. It didn't matter. I fell in love with the person that I was writing to and their thoughts and their passion. The rest, I didn't even see. Well, I was intimate with Pauline. Is the best sex I've ever had. If anything, I think her weight just enhanced our sex. When we got married, I thought we were doing all the things to lose weight, and she was still gaining weight. Pauline was very insecure and very sensitive about her weight. When her insecurity was high, she'd call up to 20 times a day. And I'd be in a meeting sometimes and have to take her call and reassure her that, no, everything's okay. No one's taking me away. She worried a lot that a thinner woman would come take me away. We were married about 3 years. We got divorced, definitely not because of weight or anything like that. She was having some issues with my son, and so I told her, if you go out that door, I'm gonna file for divorce. But she went anyway, and then I filed for divorce. I always promised her, even when we got divorced, that I would be there by her side, no matter what. When Pauline got the title of World's Heaviest Woman, it threw me for a loop. I thought this whole time she was losing weight. When we separated, she put on probably a couple 100 pounds. It's a total surprise. I love her, and I don't want this to affect her health, but eventually it's gonna catch up to her.
Thanks for being here. Now, you guys were married for 2 years, right?
I think a little over 2 years.
Okay. And what did you weigh when y'all got married?
I think a little over 600.
Why did you leave?
Just, it's real difficult to have blended family, and I thought it would be perfect and wonderful, and as soon as I had an issue with his son, I just bailed. I really regret that. Like, I should have hung in there and...
Two things. Is she, in fact, an acute risk for something happening that could devastate her health or even her life? And number two, is she too far gone, or can she come back from this?
Pauline, let me be perfectly blunt with you. I think the risk of you dying from your obesity is extremely high. That's the bad news. I think the good news is that there's a lot of resources out there that can help you lose weight. And as you lose weight, what you'll find is you'll reverse the chances of you developing a lot of these diseases. And you'll become lighter. You'll sleep better. You'll be more active. You'll be more energetic. I know at this weight, statistically, your lifespan is going to be shortened by about 10 to 15 years.
Think about how much time that you have left with Dylan. You can add back that 10 or 15 years that you've now taken away.
You need a comprehensive treatment plan. So it's not about, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the next week, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next month. We're talking about you losing weight, keeping the weight off over the long term, and not yo-yoing back and forth, up and down, because that puts tremendous stress on your body and damages your organs tremendously.
We have also arranged for Pauline to start working with a nutritionist, Misty, right here. Misty Groen, say hello.
Hi, Pauline.
Hi.
I'm Misty.
She is a registered dietitian at the Kalili Center. And what do you want to say, Misty?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet with you, and I think it takes courage to come up and to share your story with us, so thank you for that.
You said before that it frustrated you that you didn't have the willpower to do this. But the good news is this isn't about willpower. Willpower is a myth. Willpower is what you use to get down into that dress before your sister's wedding when you've got 2 weeks.
I love you for
And
saying
so,
that.
and so,
love him.
seriously, I
know.
mean, it's where you're starving yourself and
Yes.
you're taking diuretics to get the water off of you and all of that stuff. If you're going to truly conquer this, if you're going to get this under control, it's going to be a lifestyle change. It's going to be a complete lifestyle realignment. And you're going to have to change your thinking, what you say to yourself about food. You're going to have to change your feelings. You're going to have to heal the emotions that you've been medicating yourself for food with. You're going to have to clean up your environment. You can't eat it if it's not there. But you've also got to then introduce the right kinds of foods because you should never be hungry. I don't want you to be depressed because you're deprived. You're not going to be punished here. This is not something we want to do to you. It's something we want to do with you. This is just the beginning. This isn't the end here. This is just the